Was Rob Benedict here? Because I don't know how to...
Good morning. How's everybody feeling today?
How are you feeling today?
I'm a little tired.
Yeah, how come?
Because we're on the East Coast and
yes.
we were on the West Coast yesterday.
Also, which you will hear...
Feeling good now, thank you.
I don't usually do this, but I am using a coaster. Go Cowboys, but win in Carolina. Who is? Win in Charlotte. Do is the Charlotteans? Charlotteites? Charlatanians? What do you call yourselves? Charlatanian? Charlotteites.
Charlotteans.
Legitimately, what do y'all call?
Charlatans?
Charlatans?
It's too early to try to pronounce
Is that
that.
charlatan? If I was from here, I would request to be called a charlatan. Just switch the I and the A, and then instead of I just flung coffee juice at myself. Give me a second. It's still to us. It's
How we doing? You okay?
good. She is.
It's okay. Yes, we flew in late last night. We worked late on Friday.
Yep.
And yeah.
We did that scene where you die.
It's alright, I've died like 130 times.
I love how you're not again.
Yeah.
Not like, oh God, he's dead, but like, oh, okay, we're gonna deal with that again. We actually just finished episode 4 on Thursday.
That's right.
So we are slamming through the season. There's some pretty cool stuff.
We're almost a quarter of the way through.
Wow, look at you in that.
Thank you.
You got the banana.
You can't do your own rim shots.
You can't do your own simple things either. Thank y'all for bringing us out here. We were hoping to get here earlier and see y'all's beautiful part of the world. This is the first time in my life I've been in North Carolina. This guy, I think you've been here once or twice. You like flew through, right? That's all you've been in North Carolina? Yeah.
No, Wilmington is in.
What's in Wilmington?
Some Wilmingtonians over there?
So why were you ever in Wilmington?
Yes, they filmed a few television.
They? So what did you do there?
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. This is my friend, Dawson Creek.
And then I used to go back there quite a bit after that show was over, because there was another show that was filming there
One Tree Hill.
that a lovely lady was a part of that I had to travel all the way across the freaking country just to hang out.
Yeah, you'd get back to work and be like, I would open your eyes.
Exhausted.
Oh man, visiting to Neil. I travel, you fly for 35
For hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
It's worth it. So thanks for bringing me. Thanks for bringing.
It's alright, I locked it down. Took care of that real quick.
Yeah. They always say if you like it, then you better put a ring on it.
I don't think they all say that. I think just Beyonce says that. But we'll go with that.
All right, before we just talk about Beyonce for the rest of the morning. Yes, that was fast. That was fast. That's fast. No, that was fast.
I've had practice. Oh, hi. Okay.
What did you say about Jensen this
Just
morning?
for those who can't see, there is a camera on a tripod and a camera around the neck.
Don't hate. Don't hate.
I'm not hating.
I'm prepared.
I'm
I'm multitasking. First of all, thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
And just FYI, there's a South Carolina.
What's there?
Charleston.
Do not help him. Forgive me. What is the capital of South Carolina?
Columbia.
I said don't help him!
I'm gonna go with Columbia. You're amazing. Nailed it.
Is it Columbia?
It is Columbia,
It is.
but Charleston is more lovely.
Yes.
I'm from Charleston.
All right.
Well, thanks for coming up north.
You are
The
welcome.
Great White North. That's Canada.
That's Alaska.
Well, I'm Jessica, and
Jared. Jensen. JQ.
Good to see you again.
yes. So my question is actually for both of you, but first, Jared, I want to personally thank you for how you portrayed Sam's relationship with Lucifer, because it always bothered me that they didn't do as good of a job as I thought they could have of addressing that. But your performance did, so thank you so much for carrying it out. So my question is for both of you. What is one of the benefits of playing a character for so long is that you get to have lasting growth in that character. So what would you say is the lasting growth that you have seen in each of your characters?
Great question, Jessica. I will say something. Great question. So, what I'll say moreover.
That's a great question.
More than the last
I thought about it for a while.
I can, as Sam Winchester, I can show you 2 episodes that are almost polar opposites, you know, where Sam is behaving in such a way in this episode, and literally almost the exact opposite in the next episode, not the following, but the different episodes. And so, who Jared tries to be, I can look back at things that have happened in my past, whatever, go like, I can beat myself up, or go, you know what, sometimes we behave out of character, and take it for what it is, and move forward, and learn from what you've done, you know, like almost not beat yourself up for having, you know, yelled at somebody on the road. We're listening to a comedian who was like, if you say things to somebody in an elevator that you say on the road, like, you should die! You know, like it wouldn't really go. Not that I say that. Long story short, I've learned from Jared, as far as lasting growth, that's maybe Sam has learned the same thing. Maybe it's my way of kind of figuring out that Sam has learned the same thing, to forgive himself. And that mistakes happen, and as long as you're trying to do the best you can, then you should probably try as hard to forgive yourself. Because Sam has certainly done some things that made Jared sad, but I understood Sam was in a certain place, he was grieving, and it was part of his growth. So I think probably learning to forgive myself, Sam himself. Charlatan.
I think there's a lot of examples of growth throughout 13 seasons for both characters, for all 14 characters. We haven't finished 14 yet.
We're in it then.
Yeah, but we haven't finished it yet.
We're in it then.
Agree to disagree. I would say for Dean it would be motivation. His growth in finding a reason to fight. Early on, there was the motivation of finding Dad. Then once he lost his father, he kind of threw in the towel of wanting to continue this legacy. And it was the exact motivation he was using to recruit his brother to come along with him on this journey.
Right.
And then I think once that prize went away of reuniting with his father and hunting as a team, I think the motivation kind of fell out. Over the years, we've seen that kind of motivation from both characters flip-flop and ebb and flow. But I think more recent seasons, we've seen Dean kind of come into his resolve of knowing that even though things may not go their way, or there might not be a prize at the end of this journey, it's the journey that is the motivating factor, and it's the continuing to fight and do what he thinks is right by himself and his brother. And I think that motivation has come with time and growth. So that would be one example. Yeah.
What is that? It's not my turn, but what is that?
Yes, Charlie Brown.
What is it?
Yes, she's in costume. It's the
A tree just grew from the outside. It just caught me off guard. We're still 3 hours earlier.
Yes. What is your question?
My question is for you, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you think back a ways.
All right.
I've been trying to ask this for 5 years. So, at the beginning of season 4, when Dean gets out of hell, he tells everybody that he doesn't remember anything, and it's clear that he has flashbacks, but the acting choices that you made seem to indicate that he has at least some very clear memories. And I was wondering how you played it, and if that was a decision that you made, or if it was something that the writers and the producers sat down and said, this is what how we're gonna approach this.
I don't think it was very clearly directed to me exactly how it was going to play out. So I kind of made the decision of, and this kind of fell in line with the characterizations of Dean, in that even if he had these memories, they were probably very bad memories, and he was trying to forget them. So not talking about them was his way of kind of shutting them out, sweeping them under the rug. Then we see later when he does open up finally to his brother and he talks about what he did down there, then we realize that he's been harboring that for forever. So it was a conscious effort made by me, and I think the writers then they left it a little nondescript to kind of make it interpreted how I wanted to do it and also how the audience wanted to interpret it. So yeah, that was a good pickup.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I did see a little dancing hand. You're jiggling, so I'd like to help you stop.
That's not to encourage
That sounded
everybody to
strange.
start jiggling.
It was like the Toy Story.
Hi, y'all.
Hey,
I'm from Kentucky, so I make the bourbon they don't like.
Prove it.
So
you
I
actually
just,
make bourbon, or you just come from the country of bourbon?
I come from the country.
You come from got it.
It's all about the water. But so I wanted to ask y'all about the Supernatural parody too.
Yes. Have y'all seen it? Those girls are incredible.
Beyond expectation. It was.
Yeah, for us too.
So,
And I think we saw it first. I believe they were like, we want to release this, will y'all watch it? And can we watch you watch it? So I believe,
can we watch
sounds
you
cool.
guys watch it as you?
I don't know if they
That ship
recorded
has
it.
sailed. They did. They were like, we want to watch you guys, your reaction to it. So
It wasn't Hannah like breastfeeding or something at the time. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, she's like a
brand new
brand
baby.
newborn.
She's like, I'm sorry, I just want to watch. We're like, it's okay, you're busy. We'll do it.
So the proton packs and the gear that you guys got to wear.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously nobody is going to be able to wear Jared's anymore. So did you need to keep that?
no, those were I think those were like on loan from somebody who
They were, yeah.
some guy who makes them, and they worked. Like there was like smoke that would come out of
Yeah.
it. There was it did all kinds of really cool, unique stuff.
And there were weird times on set with the sisters where they were like, hey, okay, we need like 30, 45 minutes to set up. Jared, can we have your pack? And I was like, yeah, sure. They'd walk away, but well, Jensen's got to keep his. Why does he get to keep his during takes?
And I'll tell you why,
Basically
because
going-
Jared knocked down about 4 walls of the set with a pack. He just swing it right and just like, boom.
All the buttons, I was like, what does this one do? Shh, oh God. It was like Scooby-Doo. It was like a childhood dream to go like, buttons do things. I don't get to push buttons anymore. Well, proverbially, I suppose I did, but actual, literal, tangible buttons. Insult comes up.
So yeah, it was really fun, and they put a lot of value, production value into that. I mean, I was watching it going like, I want that shot to be on the show.
Direct us.
Like the Impala going across the bridge and the drone shots of it, you know, driving across the countryside. I mean, it was really, really well put together. It's they're very talented, and
Very hardworking.
I'm glad they asked us to be a part of it.
Just wait for number 3.
All right, let's see here. Let's go over here, and all right, with the candy.
It's may I, but yes. She's dead. She died.
Thank you. No time. All right, you gotta go grab a mic.
Are you all right, sweetheart? Yeah, okay. What's your question? Well, now you're shaking. Do you want a minute? No, okay.
First off, Jared, I know you heard it 1,000 times, but always keep fighting. Always keep fighting is really the reason why I'm still here. So thank you, and I was just curious on, after your bout of depression and everything, when did you realize that you had the platform and that you could create this amazing support system in Jensen for you too? Because the hotline that you and Misha made. Sorry. So when did you realize that you had the ability to help so many people?
I hear you, Emily. Thank you back. This is not the Always Keep Fighting movement is not something that I did or Jensen did. It's something that we're all a part of, right? So thank you back. And it's more a decision about what to focus on. You know, for me, it's been more of a decision to focus on the positive instead of worrying about the negative. You can't worry about stuff. I mean, anxiety is there's never a point where you go like, oh, see you later. It's more sort of making the decision to try and not worry about things you can't control and just accept the love around you and the friends around you. And you got a family here, you got a family with us. So if you're still kind of thinking about things, then just know we love you and we're grateful for you. And a lot of people are. So thank you. Thank you for spreading the love.
It was also the moment that you guys started to open up and talk about your stories. You know, you didn't just hear us drone on about the show that we love. You know, you guys started telling us how the show affected you, or even these conventions affected you, and like finding relationships with other people and finding reasons to keep fighting. And I think that was really when he and I kind of looked at each other and were like, this is freaking cool, man. So thank you guys. It really is just a reflection of you.